us it was like loser or whatever, Now it's the, oh, you're canceled, or so and so got canceled. I'm like, oh gosh, it's so silly.
On Saturday, September 16th, Christina Milian performed karaoke at Lysol's karaoke booth at Music Midtown in Atlanta. And ahead of the performance, the singer shared some fun family anecdotes with the messenger, in particular one about her oldest child. Violet, Milian's daughter, likes to tell her mom that she's canceled and for seemingly any transgression.
Sometimes, yeah, exactly. I'm mom, so she tells me I'm canceled for anything. She's like, "Mom, you're canceled," or "Mom," I think it's like the thing that they use. Like for us, it was like loser or whatever, Now it's the, oh, you're canceled, or so and so got canceled. I'm like, oh gosh, it's so silly. It's so silly to me. But yes, I'll cancel myself before anyone cancels me. Well, luckily, she's still in middle school. They still look like they're from elementary school. As a mom, I look at it now, it's like, oh, and you want to see these kids, I'm like, oh, you're all still babies. You're all still so cute until then high school comes along. But no, I mean, it's been a great adjustment for her. For her, she's not in the stage of, thank goodness. Like, not, I mean, knock on wood, I pray that our communication and our friendship and her respecting me as a mom as well continues the way as it has, because Violet's still a kid at heart, and I love that about her. She's not trying to grow up too fast. She's still really goofy, even sometimes when I'm like, that joke's not funny. I'm like, you're still saying fart jokes, but I'm like, I can't take that away from her, because let that last as long as possible without it being embarrassing or humiliating at the wrong time. But let her be a kid, because once you're not a kid anymore, you're grown, and it's just like life just gets too real. So Violet is just like, she's a really cool companion for me as like my daughter. We have a really good friendship, and we just have fun together. Like, I feel like my experiences with her overseas are still exciting for her, and hopefully we hold on to these type of memories that we make together as long as possible.
Milian added that a big part of enjoying family time rests on working to make sure everyone stays healthy.
We all know that I have a passion for music, and when I found out that just 1 minute of singing can produce 1,000 virus and bacteria filled droplets, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot. And my family does a lot of singing in the house. My husband's on tour, he comes back, he's singing all the time. It's really like one person can affect all of us. So I, as a mom and as a parent that has kids that are going to school and everyone's flourishing, it really does like slow down the process when that someone gets sick. So I would like to protect my kids as much as possible. So Lysol air sanitizer, it actually kills 99.9% of viruses and bacteria in the air. And I like to say, hey, we can go a day without touching surfaces, but you can't go a day without breathing. And we breathe constantly. We're breathing in this beautiful, fresh air. Let's keep it sanitized. Let's keep the air as clean as possible around our family. So I just would love to have a season, the quote unquote season where it's like flu season and cold season. Try my best to avoid everyone getting sick so that we can all have the energy to live this wild and fun life that we live every day. It's tough because, obviously, you don't, the second that you're sick, well, especially kids and your husband, they're like moody, and you have to have all the energy to take care of everybody. And like, nobody expects you to have any downtime as a mom when you get sick. So some of the ways that I just try to avoid those things is I drink lots of tea at night, I put my little ginger, I make my little, concoctions of drinks that I can have, so, with, lime and ginger or lemon or honey. And I kind of seek out little things that I find online that, are kind of things that you can make at home as well. When we come home, everyone, take your shoes off, wash your hands, don't wear your outside clothing on your bed. My daughter likes to like come home from school and lay in her bed in all her clothes. And I know she's been around lots of kids. And I'm like, dude, take off your shoes, do this, do that, like go wash your hands. I always have to check. Of course, teenagers, you have to check on everything. If they brush their teeth, just everything, that's 24/7. But especially with the kids coming back from the park or coming back from school, like like daddy's also very, very much, he's like a clean freak too. So it works out because we're managing those things as much as possible.
The 41-year-old gained popularity in the US in the early 2000s with her hit pop songs like Dip It Low and various notable appearances in TV and film.
You know, Violet doesn't care for the music. Like singing's not her thing. I think I think both of my sons, they love like Michael Jackson, and they love to when they watch their dad sing. There's something about it. They know all his songs instantly. Like he can play them a new song, and they're just like on the tables dancing, and they're very like they have a lot of charisma. Who knows where the world will take them? If they ever wanted to do it, they got the right parents to support them for that. So, yeah, I don't know. I do see a different kind of glimmer. You're into sports. You're the music guy, but I'm not trying to like force it on them. So no, I'm not currently signed to a record label, or so I don't think I am. I'm out of all of those deals. And now I just I think some of my music things that I do tend to come with like movies. But I feel like at some stage in my life, because people ask about it and I do know that I love it, I've managed my expectations when it comes to that based off of family and raising kids. But I feel like they're in these really good stages now that I'm like, okay, you're at school, you're this, like everyone's kind of getting set up that I could feel comfortable enough that one day, I can light that fire again of music, that passion fuel that I have. It's a different kind of feeling when you get into that. So, and it's very, I don't want to say it's selfish, but you have to be I have to be very selfless as a parent, So when you're focused on music, it's really important. You're giving a lot of yourself to that. I can't believe even Dip It Low is 20 years old. It's I think I was 20 something when I released it. So it's almost about the same amount of time I was at the age when I put it out. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. And I look at it, but it also it shows me how fast time flies now that I'm on this end of the stick. When you're that young, and you come out with something, you're like, oh, life is like this age and where I am seems so far away. And now that I'm here, I'm like, whoa, that was I feel it like it's just yesterday. Such a good feeling to have that, because it's a really good feeling to draw back to.
She has also revealed that she has fully moved her family to France and is the co-founder of Beignet Box.
I'm in Paris now. I'm going to be living there for the year. Though we do still have a household in Los Angeles, but we're getting ready to pack up, and because we're not living in it, we're like, what are we paying for a house that we don't live in? So we're actually going to sell our house and figure out what the next step is when it comes to America. But we will always have a place, I think, in LA, because my family's there, my mom and my sisters, and we rely very much on each other just to like make sure we have these relationships and we hone our relationships as much as possible between the cousins and stuff like that. So yes, a little bit of LA now, but mostly, I don't even want to say a little of LA. Holiday, it's like your typical family living in one place and you go visit your family on the holidays. So I'm in Paris. I'm Parisian now. So my two youngest kids are fully bilingual. Isaiah, he's the oldest son. He's like, it's crazy how he can go, and his accent just switches over. He speaks to me in English and he speaks to dad in French, and he's got a crazy vocabulary. So I'm kind of inspired, because I'm like, how does a 1, 2, now he's 3-year-old learn? I know their brains are connected that way and they're supposed to learn the most at that age, but I'm like, I'm embarrassed that I am not working hard enough to try to learn this, because now I have a mental space where you have to place these things in your life. I think it's a goal so that you actually do it. So I'm working on my French now. I'm doing Duolingo. I also have an online coach. And then in regards to like raising the kids they're really enjoying it. My this is her first year in international school in France. And I'm so happy to be able to do something so great for her to have this type of experience and meet people from all over the world. She's learning French. And the kids are having fun. Like it's a good place for us because we're really active people and there's a lot to do there. We said, by a certain age, whether it's elementary or in like middle school or high school, we want to move the boys over. For sure, we'll be back in the States long term because of sports, or dad's really into sports, so he's always thinking about like, where's the basketball team going? Where's this? Where's that? So based on him, it's sports, and based on me, I'm like, I gotta go back and spend some time with my family. But we can be anywhere, honestly, as long as we're together. I do cook at home, so that's for sure, but we don't have Beignet Box there. But I'm more of like the salty chef over there, so I like anything that has to do with like salt. I'm not a baker, but I can fry, and that's what beignets are. But Beignet Box is built off of like two best friends. So it's me and my best friend. We started it together. And yes, it has taken our family to help us run it because, based off of like, the employing people and just like massive amounts of people in a lot of different stages in our career, just even just like not career, but in the growth of Beignet Box, we relied on our family to like drive the truck, to help us in the kitchen, to run the cashier's desk, to and also just the overall morale of everything that's kind of run there. We want it to feel like family, but there's still the pressure of actually running a business, and it's easier when you can actually, talk to your family the way you need to.